politics,
economy,
crime,
insanity,
family,
health,
chaos,
society,
weather, your daily life. Media break.
Good evening. Today's top story out of Chicago, sexpot bounty hunter and plucky Bond babe sidekick faces down Mad Russian in entertaining 3-part OVA, based on long-running manga by noted gun nut Kenichi Sonoda. We bring you live to the scene of what appears to be a gun shop where one Irene Raleigh Vincent works, where I will somehow already be when I cut to it. Me? Thank you, me. You look fantastic behind a news desk, by the way. According to an eyewitness, Kenichi Sonoda, character designer for Bubblegum Crisis and Gulf Force, created Gunsmith cats in 1990, satisfying his lust for detailed firearms and extremely fast collectible muscle cars. Apparently, the characters and settings of the manga were adapted into a brief OVA by Takeshi Mori, who would go on to create Vandred. Experts are telling us that great care was put into detailing both the look and sound of the guns and cars in the animated version, as well as location shots. Japanese animators went out to Chicago and even tested out Raleigh Vincent's Shelby GT500. The story, an original just for this OVA, revolves around gun shop keeper and bounty hunter Raleigh Vincent and her assistant May Hopkins. Raleigh is just crazy about guns and May loves explosives.
Freeze!
The two are prodded into assisting an ATF agent named Bill Collins in routing out a gun-running operation supposedly headed up by a man named Jonathan Washington. Raleigh posts bail for Washington under the guise of wanting to do business with him and meets him at a warehouse where he stores his goods. However, when she finds Collins has been captured by him, she's forced to think fast.
It's his gun.
You're saying you want me to kill him.
It's part of doing business.
Fuck. Huh? What is this? So where are the bullets? You don't expect me to club him to death with this thing, do you?
Oops. Hey, you're good. You know, not many people could tell a gun's empty just by picking it up. Here.
One? Glad you trust me.
My boss is nervous.
Well, tell him to calm down. I want to make this deal as much as you do. Oh, by the way, I'd like some proof that you've got the merchandise.
No problem. I know. I've got a few pieces over here. Now here's a real handy little item.
Come on, how about something a little more conventional?
Don't worry. Every crate in this whole warehouse is filled with guns.
Oh, perfect.
What? Get her!
Hold it right there!
Raleigh and Bill shoot it out with Washington's lackeys, who go as far as employing a hook crane. But the two manage to squeak by a victory with a little gumption and some unwanted help from May. The case seems closed at first, but there's still a matter of who tipped off the gun dealers about Collins. And while he wants Raleigh and May to continue to help, they're less than thrilled at the prospect. And thus ends the first chapter of the Gunsmith Cats anime saga. Me? Bracing coverage, me. Following this incident, a Russian assassin working for the same people Jonathan Washington was, appeared in Canada, protecting the gun smuggling operation. Her signature weapon was a spring-loaded knife whose blade launched into her targets. Mounties later investigated the death of Canadian Cliff Clavin, notifying his next of kin in Boston, Massachusetts.
What kind of a psycho uses a weapon you have to recover every time you use it?
Shut up, she'll hear you.
Reporting on the continuation of the gun-running story from the field is me. There appears to be further compelling details. Me? Right you are, me. Washington meets Raleigh and May at an ATF safe house, paranoid that the organization is out to get him, and tasks them with giving his wristwatch to his daughter. Raleigh isn't interested in hearing what he has to say, but May is willing to take his request. After Raleigh and May leave, a press conference is held by senatorial candidate Edward Haynes. We have file footage here.
I don't think anyone believes that the American way of life has to include this dangerous menace. I'm just doing what any red-blooded American would do. Where's the camera? My good friend, Edward Haines believes in your family's safety, and with the help of George Black of the ATF, I'll give it to you.
Shortly after this, the Russian assassin, later identified as Natasha Radanoff, uses a dummied keycard to gain access to the safe house and mows down all opposition. She is an unstoppable killing machine who shows no mercy.
Put the gun down! What? I've got evidence about the organization. Please don't do it. My partner will take care of any problem. Oh!
After she kills Washington, the ATF chief blames Bill Collins for the incident, especially since his name is the last on the visitor printout sheet. It seems like Bill is being framed for the killings, and he is placed on leave pending further investigation. Radanoff, meanwhile, is contracted to kill our heroines next before they dig too deep.
I have not received data regarding the fourth one. I see. So he would not be expecting to be killed by his own partner.
It turns out that the wash Washington slipped May isn't really for his daughter, but a clue to a hidden cargo manifesto on the internet that details the dealings of the gun-running operation, which they uncover with the help of their info broker, Becky Farah.
Hello. That's it. That's the picture Washington had on his monitor.
Bingo! Now I'll type in the number on the back of the watch.
Come on.
We did it! Oh, that's incredible, Becky! It's brilliant. They hid their data in plain sight by disguising it as a website.
But what kind of data is this?
Wait a second. Let me look at these dates. Yes, here's the day that the ATF made the raid on the warehouse.
Yeah.
And here's the weapons that were seized.
This information is priceless.
The latest shipment was sent to a yacht club where Raleigh and May are discovered by the organization. As you might imagine, another gunfight erupts. Bill arrives in time to save Raleigh from Radanoff, but unfortunately May encounters her by herself and is captured. We'll have more on this story when we return from this commercial message.
あなたは在外帰省をしたいですか？あなたはチェリータクをしたいですか？このヌスカムの箸を望むか？かわいい、すごい、偉大な正義のための動物コレクティブル。私の日本語を話すが恐ろしい。しかし、ラッキーカスタジオズは素晴らしいです。
We now return to our coverage of Gunsmith Cats, with footage of a high-speed car chase. Raleigh, in a revved-up muscle car, attempts to catch the red menace who has taken her partner captive. The two engage in gunplay even while they drive, and things become increasingly dangerous for everybody not safely strapped to a bed in a mental asylum. With a little daredevil carelessness, May is able to escape from Radanoff just in time to set off a charge that causes the bitchy Bolshevik's car to run off a bridge, explode, and plunge into the water below. We bring you now to reporter Daniel Morgan with more on this incident.
Immediately after driving off the drawbridge, the doomed vehicle burst into flames before crashing into the icy river below. Although rescue crews were able to retrieve the car with a huge crane, no bodies have yet been discovered. George Black, director of ATF division in charge of the investigation, told us that the bodies may have been swept downstream by the river.
In conjunction with several civilian operatives, we were investigating a gun-running operation when the incident occurred. However, I would like to point out that this incident only serves to prove that the movies are the only place where amateur vigilantes can successfully combat criminals.
Shortly after this interview, it was confirmed that indeed Natasha Radanoff, formerly of the KGB, somehow survived the explosion. We go now live to the Gunsmith Cat's gun shop, where I have more of the unfolding events. Me? That's correct, me. You're as sharp as ever, you beautiful animal. It appears that Edward Haines, running on a platform of gun control, wants to personally thank Raleigh and May for their help in taking on the gun runners. Bill Collins wants them to continue helping him on the case, but they dismiss him handily and he's forced to shuffle off. However, at the ATF offices, he receives some startling information about his boss, George Black.
Take a look at this. I've been going over the ATF telephone records, and I don't like what I've discovered.
Number 6?
Yes, that's a safe house we were supposed to have shut down.
So who's still using it? George Black? No way!
It turns out that Black had been working in concert with Radanoff this whole time in the gun smuggling racket, and fearing the jig was up, runs to the Moscow Mangler for sanctuary. Unfortunately for him, she's having none of this, since she has been contracted to eliminate him as well. Collins and another agent track Black down to Radanoff's safe house and manage to put the clues together. The person behind the entire gun operation was none other than Edward Haines himself, and so Raleigh and May are in danger. But Bill's associate acts rashly and an explosion wipes out the safe house. Let that be a lesson. Any Russian worth their borscht never leaves a house in one piece. They say it's what bankrupted the Soviet Union. Radanoff contacts Black before the political rally, informing him that she's remaining in town just long enough to kill our heroines. Little does he know just how determined she is to do so. At the event, Haines offers a plaque to Raleigh and May for their work, but Radanoff appears and fires at the stage, not caring who she hits. Our lovely ladies manage to come out unharmed and chase the assassin into a building under construction. Raleigh confronts the killer from the Kremlin on the rooftops, but Radanoff planned ahead.
One false move and you'll be missing a head! Get your hands up where I can see them! Now turn around slowly! I said turn around slowly! I've got the drop on you, Radanoff!
You have the drop on me, but you won't shoot me in the back! You lose! Ha!
No, Raleigh! Huh?
I have beaten you, Raleigh Vincent. I'm going to make you pay for this little nick. I know a lot about Kane Bounty Hunter, and I'm going to share it all with you. I won't let you die quickly. After all, I can only hurt you while you are still alive.
Raleigh. Get ready to run.
Huh?
With some moxie and help from Minnie May, Radanoff is finally defeated. Or is she? No, she's not. Meanwhile, Becky and another friend of Raleigh's, Kate, from the Chicago PD, set up a sting on Haines, and he's revealed to be the mastermind behind the gun smuggling business. He is promptly arrested, his political ambitions stumped by the mighty boot of justice. All seems well as Raleigh and May recover from their harrowing brush with death. Well, all seems well until Radanoff returns to life.
My arm can't move!
Admit it, sometimes I'm useful. I'm a real Elliot Ness pussycat.
With Radanoff finally gone, our sexy stars look on to a future full of more guns, car chases, and that drug dealer who hypnotizes people and gets away with it all in the end. No, I'm not kidding. Read the manga. That bitch. Well, I've been asked by the store owner to please leave the premises, as I was apparently never even invited or given permission to do this story. So before I get my head blown off, I feel it's best to transition back to the studio where I'll be safe. Signing off. You'll win a Pulitzer for this, I just know it. And now, if you will, a Newsbreak special editorial by me. I love Gunsmith Cats. It's one of my favorite manga, and this 3-part OVA is a pretty decent distillation of it. So much effort is put into the weapons and vehicles, and it has this really earnest quality to it that lets you overlook or perhaps even embrace the breaks in reality. It doesn't have the emotional resonance that you get with a Cowboy Bebop or Black Lagoon, or the cerebral navel-gazing from Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. It might not be on my top 10 list of anime features, but it's one boisterous blast and well worth recommending. Gunsmith Cats may not be bulletproof, but at least it's pretty resistant. Next week, join me in a breakdown of an odd-forgotten anime called Psycho Diver. Until then, this has been Media Break. Good night and good gravy.